Hello, and welcome to Astromanics, the show where we get it wrong until we get it right, astrologically. I'm joined with my eldest child, Kaylee, who is an amazing astrologer, like fucking amazing. And she brought a chart for us to look at. Tell us about the chart, Kaylee.
I feel like I'm on a radio show. So this is a famous person,
Right.
but you don't know much about her.
No.
Her name is Dylan Mulvaney, and she's become popular in the past year or so, I want to say. But she started on TikTok and now she's just this great person. So that's about as much as I can say without giving too much away about her personality, who she is. But yeah.
All of that jazz. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see the chart. If you're just listening to this, then you can reference the chart in the show notes, in the link in the description box.
Yeah.
Okay. So big three is Sun and Capricorn in the 11th house. So definitely will be seen in community in some way, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. AC is in Pisces. Okay, so first let's talk about Sun and Capricorn, right? That's a go-getter, that's an initiator, that's a person with goals, that's a person who is altruistic also in some way because Capricorn is highly associated with altruism. It's a person who parties as hard as they work.
This all feels very true.
Very Capricorn. We have
yes.
Yeah, we have a Mercury here, so this person definitely wants to share their consciousness with the world. And I know this because I have a Sun Mercury in the 11th too. I've got to share.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then so Jupiter here is really interesting one. Jupiter, traditionally speaking, is in its fall. This means that this person's okay. So the Jupiter and Capricorns that I know, I kind of love listening to them talk. Titus has a Jupiter and Capricorn and is extremely responsible. Talks like an old soul, right?
Yes.
It's like beliefs are new because Capricorn is sort of initiative and about new, right? But requires lots of details, right? And is right because it's Capricorn.
Yeah.
It's just right. Neptune is here. So Neptune is faith. So this is faith and beliefs. This person that's very heavy in their oh, you know what? They might have a little bit of like psychic stuff here because people who I know who have, well, usually it's Uranus and Neptune together that has more of that psychic vibe. But Uranus is right there at 3 degrees of Aquarius, right? So it's close, right? This is a pretty close I wouldn't be surprised if this person had definitely, well, Uranus and Aquarius, that's unconventional humanity, right?
Oh, yeah.
Unconventional human.
Yes.
This is a forward-moving, forward-thinking human.
This is very accurate. Yes.
Right? Yes. Especially when it comes to human rights, because Aquarius is all about human rights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so around the consciousness, this person has Neptune here. You have a Sun Neptune.
I do.
What does that feel like to you?
Boundaries are definitely confusing, especially around things that involve myself and like who I am as a person. Mine is in Aquarius though, not Capricorn.
Right.
So Aquarius, especially in the 9th house, I get very what is boundaries around religion and college and you know laws.
Yeah.
What is a law really? I mean, is this one something to break?
Right.
Like I also yeah, that's kind of how everything is fuzzy, everything is a daydream. It's really easy for me to zone out. It's really easy for me to get lost in my dreams, in my consciousness.
Right.
It's really easy for me to build worlds in my head.
That's what I was thinking of too. Build worlds. You have a Gemini rising though, that also leans to the story.
For sure, yes. But like, yeah, in general, I can just see and feel and transport myself into things in my head.
Oh, empathizing maybe, right? You're able to Pisces it up because Neptune. Yes. Cursed with I love that.
It's with most people, empathy may be great.
Yeah.
For me, it's a little more difficult.
Is that best?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this person takes old traditions and does that.
That's very, oh my God, yeah. That is really true.
I mean, I have no idea what I'm saying, but I love your reaction.
No, that is so true. I'll tell you, I'll reveal everything at the end.
I love that your mind is just fucking blown away over that.
Yeah.
So you have a key, you have something here
yeah, I have a similar thing, just not in Capricorn.
Right. Okay, we have a Pisces rising. That means this person loves animals automatically.
Oh yeah.
That means they want to cover themselves in fluffy puppies and kitties. This person also is very sensitive, right? There is a sensitivity to this person. They want to fucking swim away from things that, right? Make them feel compromised, right? Pisces is the last sign of zodiac and it wants to be with everyone. It is everyone.
God. Yeah, that's so right.
It doesn't have an identity exactly. But Pisces is the sign of the mermaid. So, So wants to be a mermaid? Does she love being a mermaid? Has she dreamt of being a mermaid?
I don't know her personally, but that feels right considering her most recent looks.
Okay. Yeah, Pisces wants to be a mermaid. Moon in Virgo. So that's an opposition here. We've got a moon at 2 degrees Virgo. We've got an AC 6 degrees Pisces. So this means that there's something about her body and its details that she will feel like the world will see in some way.
Yeah.
Because Virgo is the sign of details, meticulousness, and the moon is emotions, right? The moon is our inner world. So her inner world is definitely going to be seen by others.
Yes.
And physical.
Big time.
And then Mars, something about a knife, right? Because Mars is about going under the knife.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Yeah.
In medical. So this is a medical place, right?
Yeah.
7th house is medical.
That's yes.
Or it can't, it's Virgo is medical. So Mars can represent a knife. Sometimes it's also our like vitality. It's also it's also like how we pursue sexual things. I have a Mars in Virgo.
Interesting.
Yes. And so it's a feminine Mars. It is a and it's at a 20th degree. Oh, that's fun. That means that this person is going to teach, has something special medically that is going to change the way others see people.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's very accurate too, or from my understanding.
Right.
Content.
Right. Well, we have wounds in the 9th house here, Scorpio wounds. So this could be ancestral wounds as well as like wounds of growing up. So she has a Saturn 2nd house Aries. This is definitely, so Saturn and Aries can make impulsive decision around things that should take a long time to make.
Whoa, yeah.
That is real. So it's a difficult Aries, also Aries and Saturn. Where's the sun? Sun 11th house. I don't know if she knows her dad or not. So like the sun represents father, and Sun Mercury in the 11th house is my dad is humanity. And that's kind of what it was for me too.
Interesting.
You know? But this could be, or it could be an old dad who served community somehow. But Neptune here and Jupiter here make that.
As far as I know, I don't have any information about that specifically, but that would be interesting to know.
You know what though? There is a Saturn here. So that Saturn is in sextile. It is in friendship with that sun. So maybe not as problematic as maybe some would say if there was a square there. If there was a sun square that Saturn, then that would be like, having problems. Like feels blocked by father, right?
Yeah.
So maybe, oh wait, there is. Oh wait, there is a square.
Oh wait.
Oh shit, it is a square. The sextile then here is to Uranus and to that Neptune Jupiter. So it father's fuzzy, and then maybe also does not definitely. If this is a sun square Saturn and that Saturn is in Aries, this person does not feel supported by father.
Okay,
and it's opposite Mars. Oh, this person struggles with depression hard.
Oh, big time, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Saturn Mars opposition is a constant struggle with my actions, what I want to do, and what my authority figures tell me to do, or I feel like authority figures tell me to do, is in opposition.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's...
Which can cause an internal conflict of depression.
Yeah, wow. That's very, from what I've seen.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, that makes you want to hug this chart.
Everybody wants to hug Dylan. Who doesn't want to give that woman a hug? Oh,
look at this too. It's a North Node in Libra. I thought it was in Leo at first, but okay. North Node in Libra in the 8th house of the taboo. Okay, so Libra is the least straight of zodiac, right? What I found.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's the one that goes, but there's beauty everywhere. Don't you see beauty in every gender, every partnership?
Yes.
Right? So this person...
Go towards the queerness, Dylan.
Go towards the taboo and the queerness. But then also it says a part of what Libra North nodes are to learn is not doing a tit for tat. Well, they did this to me, so I'll do this to them. So it's more about finding balance within yourself.
Wow. Yeah. Yes. That's right.
And then that will extend to intimate partnerships eventually.
Interesting.
Because this is a North node that means head towards the taboo, head towards partnerships.
That's interesting.
Right? That are not straight.
Yeah.
Right? Definitely do that.
I'll tell you at the end. But yeah.
Okay. We have a Venus in Sag. Hello, this person loves aesthetics hard.
Big time.
Yeah.
An aesthetic queen.
Yes, that's a Venus in Sag. So your friend has a Venus in Sag. Jeannikins. Jeannikins hers is in the 5th. Yes, this person's in the 10th. So something about this person's career will be in beauty. Yes. Powerful beauty, transformative beauty.
Whoa, yeah.
Because Pluto's there.
That's
Pluto,
right.
it's Pluto, MC, Venus, Sag.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. This person might also travel cross-culturally at some point.
Yeah. Yes.
Astrology is not real. That's all I have to say. All right. So yeah, let's talk about this person.
Let's talk about Dylan Mulvaney. So from my understanding of being a long-time subscriber, long-time follower.
Yeah.
I love you, Dylan. You're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Loved your Bud Light commercials.
Commercials?
She
aesthetic? Is there aesthetic?
So she is a queer trans woman.
Okay.
Who got her start on TikTok by talking about the transformation that she was going through as a trans woman.
Oh shit.
And it started with her days of girlhood, from my understanding. That's when I started paying attention.
Okay, so I remember you talking about this person forever ago, but I'm not a person who remembers names ever. So I definitely didn't remember all of that stuff.
Yeah. So she talks about I've
never heard the details.
She used to. She's taking a break from that.
Oh, what's her perfection year? How old is she? I have what's the age? Okay, so 1996. All right, keep talking.
But yeah, so she's always been a point of controversy for Republicans. like since she started her platform.
Oh, right. Well,
Because
of
she's a
course.
trans woman, and it only got worse when she started repping a Bud Light commercial for June.
Right.
Because that's Pride Month.
Right.
And they wanted to show their support, so they did this whole thing, and they didn't end up backing her when she got all this hate.
Right.
That was relatively recently. In turn, she took a step away from the spotlight.
Yeah.
Which I think was super right.
Yes. Because then, you know what? She was fulfilling that North Node Libra,
Yeah.
not doing a tit for tat bullshit, right?
She was just vibing. And so she's taken us through her experience with facial feminization surgery, with taking her medications, for what it's like to be going through that transition.
Right.
And she is currently today, I think, is the 500 day of girlhood. It would have been if she kept the series going. And she did a video on it, and it's really adorable. You should go check it out. But yeah, so and then on top of that, she has talked about her love life quite a lot. Okay. She has talked about how difficult it is being a trans woman, and trying to be in relationships. She had another series called I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it was summed up to her being like, I can't wait to be kissed as a girl. Oh, right. And it was her talking about like, I've yet to be kissed, like and then she would go into like, I feel really pretty, like she would just validate herself. Yeah. And she would talk about her worries and her struggles with depression. Oh, okay. Yeah. She steps away from the spotlight quite often because of that. Yeah. And also because she feels that she overshares. So was this last year that she had all that shit go down and made her want to step out of the Yeah. Because she's in a third house perfection year currently. Yes. So Saturn would have been when she had the restriction from authority figures around her resources, around what she values. Yes, that was around the time when it happened. Interesting. But yes, she has been very She'll be back. Fourth house is a Gemini year for her. Yeah. So she'll definitely be back her birthday, around her birthday. She's just been talking about the fact that she has a gay best friend for the first time instead of being the gay best friend for someone, and how that feels as a woman who's newly transitioned. Wow. And oh yeah, went under a knife. The Mars moon, right? That's a literal knife. Talks about she did facial feminization surgery. She's done all kinds of validating things in terms of like cosmetics and surgeries. She's done it to look the way that she does. And now like she looks so pretty. She reminds me of Audrey Hepburn. She like everything she does, the way she speaks, it's so good. And like she's been getting really into like her funky looks, and she's dyed her hair blonde, and she's doing like she's really getting experimental with herself, and I love to see it. I think we all do. Yeah. And, like all of us who love her. Right. And even though I'm not like an avid follower, I do, look on her page occasionally. Whenever a video shows up, I make sure to like comment and all that, because I think that she's actually a big revolutionary, and I think that she can be able to change the world and the way we think about gender. She is a big revolutionary. Yeah. It's interesting. When did she transition? Was she older a little bit? Because Capricorn is one of those. So 11th house is friendships. So could also be that her friends, she won't find true friends maybe until later in life. Yeah. She was just on the video I saw today. Yeah. Of the 500 day of girlhood. She mentioned how she had a hard time finding out who her friends were and figuring that out. She also talked about how she feels like she's kind of finally starting to find people who genuinely understand her. Right. Which she hasn't really had before. Oh, you know what? She has a Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. I was just reading yesterday in a
a predictive astrology book that people who have connections with that Jupiter, Neptune, can find success. She will definitely have success.
Oh yeah. She is so popular.
You know what? I bet she has success with the Pluto in Capricorn generation. That's the one that Titus is the last one of the last ones born in the Pluto Sag gen.
This is what she.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
She's beautiful.
I know. She is like, I'll kiss you, Dylan Mulvaney. Oh my gosh.
I'll kiss you, Dylan Mulvaney. Well,
But yeah.
here's the interesting thing though. She does have a Mars in Virgo, and Mars in Virgo is withdrawn. The Virgo is a sign of the Virgin.
Yeah.
Right? That means she'll kind of fight anyone who gets close to her inner world.
Yeah, from what I've seen of her in the public eye, I don't know her personally.
Right.
She seems to have a difficult time letting people in.
Yeah.
But she also overshares, which I think is one of the reasons that she withdraws so hard.
Yeah.
Because she has mentioned that like she's having a bit of a contradiction right now of like she feels like happy. Right. But she's not doing what she wants to, but what she wants to do is giving it her all and
we should
exposing too much stuff about her.
We should show a picture of Dylan. How do you spell it? Dyl?
It's
Dylan Mulvaney.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Okay. Yeah.
She has recently gone blonde.
Okay, let's go to images. Yeah. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see these, but then also we'll have these. Okay.
But yeah, she's just the cutest girl.
She is cute.
She's adorable. Literally Audrey Hepburn.
I know, right? Or Julia Roberts. That looks like Julia Roberts right the fuck there.
But yeah, so she's sponsored Bud Light, and that was a whole thing.
So yeah.
But yeah, she is so cute, and I love her looks.
Right.
And yeah, so I find it interesting how she goes through like
facial reconstruction.
Yeah. That's feminization surgery.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, she's been a big point of controversy.
Well, she experiences herself in the public eye. See how all of her stuff is it's in the 7th. So above this line here is most people who have a lot of stuff up top. Yeah. Right. Say above the ascension line, ACDC. Those people will experience themselves through other people, through their interactions sort of with other people.
Yes, she definitely puts a lot of herself out there online, or at least she used to. And yeah, she has been traveling a lot recently. Right now, she's on a girls' trip in France.
Oh, that's good.
Which I think is just so good for her. Honestly, like, yeah, every time that she feels nervous because she's stepped away, everybody is just like, no, you should.
Yeah, she is 26, and 26 puts us in the 3rd house perfection year. So when she was 25 is when she would have had sort of maybe a tough year. Yeah. 25, right? So that would be 2022, because she has a late birthday. So, on her birthday this year, she'll go into a 4th house, which is roots, family, home, foundations. She might be exploring that more, talking about that.
Yeah. She has her own house. I don't know if she has dogs or not.
Yeah.
I feel like that's right for her though.
So Gemini is being online again, right? So online at home.
That makes sense for her.
Right. There is that. Does travel though, obviously, Venus.
Yes, loves to.
Yeah. So I think she'll be back online again. And then we have a 5th house Cancer, and her moon's in the 7th. So maybe more body stuff year after that. Yeah. More homey body feminization, maybe even more of that. And then 6th house is Leo. That means every day I'm in the spotlight.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she's just been very real with everybody and like how she's feeling, and she doesn't really snap back at haters.
Props though for being a Pisces rising.
I know.
And being, I mean, Pisces is a kind of warrior, right? They do feel warrior like. You know what? I wonder if shooting guns might be like I was like, oh, I wonder if something kind of powerful or like a bow and arrow or something.
Maybe, yeah. I also personally, from my understanding of Pisces, is that they're also kind of funky.
Very goofy. There's a goofiness.
Yes, she's also mentioned that she's a little edgier and goofier than she let on in her early days.
Yeah.
On online, and so she's trying to express that more, and I think that's very Pisces rising of her.
Right.
I mean, like just wearing interesting outfits,
art. Oh, mermaid. That's the picture you just showed me, right? She looks like a mermaid, right? Currently.
Yeah, that's
look more like a mermaid.
She's wearing lots of blues and sparkles and like cool patterns, and she's doing a lot with her hair.
Virgo is very meticulous though. So she's definitely, whatever she's doing, even if it was effortless, is meticulous.
Yes. Like everything she does.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Moon and Mars together can make it hard to, and in the sign of Virgo can make it hard for other people, like get physically close to other people. And then opening up about beliefs would be really, or philosophical things.
That would make sense.
Or it's wounding it. She heals herself by doing it, right? Chiamaron's the wounded healer. So we'll heal herself by helping others, educating others.
She does that a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Her content is like, it's for the girlies. It's for the queers. It's for people who don't feel like they fit in. It's for trans people.
Yeah.
It's also just, you know, I think that she just wants to feel accepted in a way. And yeah.
You know what? She looks like, so her moon, this is like very responsible. So she definitely has like an idea of responsibilities at a quincux, I think it is. Means that she puts those two things together in some way. She's got a sextile to Chiron here, and she does have a moon square Pluto. So it's kind of like inner world and powerful transformation again. So we'll have experienced blocks around that, right? And we'll kind of also, I don't know what her relationship is like with her mom. There's a trine here.
I don't know her relationship with her parents.
Right.
She might have talked about it, but
I wonder if she was raised. So sometimes the people who have a moon in the 7th house were raised by an other's mom, or a mom that like they had a lot of babysitters, you know, or people with moon there.
That sounds right.
I've seen that. I've seen that too, with maybe had a different mom than the one they were born with. Or like, not that the mom wasn't completely not around. It could be. I don't know. There's a Pluto there. Pluto is tricky.
Yeah. I want to say that sounds right because like it does, but also I don't know enough about her childhood situation, and I feel like that would be a bit of a wound to expose her. Because,
I love you.
Because even though she's always been a woman, that's not always reflected that, and so, you know, sometimes I don't know. But yeah, she is also she's also a bit controversial because she ended up, I believe, keeping her name from birth instead of going for a different one. I believe she was born a Dylan, and so she, instead of changing it, decided
Capricorn,
just keep it.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
Which is so revolutionary, but also like kind of cool.
Yes, I think it's awesome.
I think that's great. I feel like if you have a name you like and it's fluid like that, use it. Or even if it isn't. Like, your name is your name, whatever you choose that to be.
Right.
You know? Like, and so I think it's kind of cool that she chose to keep it.
You know what? She might go in and out of being the public eye in her life. 12th house is Uranus here, and Uranus goes back and forth.
Yeah.
So that can kind of feel like, I want to serve humans. I want to be alone. I want to be alone. I want to be alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
She will go from an ad and making videos to radio silent. And then, like, she'll just go back and forth like that.
Right.
Which, I mean, I think she has every right to do that. I think,
well, it's in her chart.
I think everybody has every right to do that, honestly.
Yes, especially Aquarius, right?
Yeah,
also, fuck you. I have to do what now?
Exactly. Also, especially like with being in the public eye like that and being an influencer.
Right.
I think that it can be really nerve-wracking to have every movement tracked. And I think that the fact that she can step away like that is actually really nice.
Yeah.
And I think if I were ever in the public eye like that, I would do the same thing, girl.
Yeah, Neptune goes, do I have, is it really? Right?
Yeah, it blurs the boundaries.
Yeah. So like traditions, right? Capricorn is like old, right? It's maturity, it's the ladder, right? And then it's like, this is how you climb the ladder. And then this Jupiter Neptune goes, is that?
Yeah. I also find it interesting how her sun is in Capricorn, and when she first started going to huge events, she would model her outfits and herself after like old money and like old actresses.
Yeah.
That's why I say things like Audrey Hepburn.
That is right on Capricorn.
That's like very Capricorn, and I think that it's interesting that now she's heading towards more of her rising.
Oh, beautiful! Yeah, be more of a mermaid.
Yeah.
I
think that's just an interesting thing. And then also
how funny, like money to mermaid. Oh, beautiful.
I think,
and then also though that Virgo is specific.
Oh, big time. No, she can't
physically specific. Yeah. And then that Venus goes aesthetics matter.
Yeah.
Also, Venus in Sagittarius doesn't want to take love or attraction seriously.
No.
Sag, I swear, is the one that's the most like, let's not be serious.
Yeah, no,
but
I
then
get that. I have
her Jupiter's in a very serious sign.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have some prominent Sag as well, and fuck being serious. Oh my god.
I know.
Why would I do that? Let's just be funny about everything, especially mean things. God.
Yeah. Be lighthearted. Pluto.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're gonna have a serious conversation. No, we're not.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have a Mars Pluto. She has a Venus Pluto. I wonder if that makes for like a powerful attraction. Like doesn't have to necessarily be like just like any.
Oh, I find her very attractive.
Yeah. Right.
That's true.
Do you want to? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, your Venus and Cap too would be like, let's talk.
I know. It's ridiculous. How
and then she feels like home because her moon falls into your 4th house then.
Yeah. No,
you have a 4th house
moon so much.
Let's get you one in Z. Now she's probably not gonna. So Saturn Aries, not heavy on commitment usually.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not that they can't be, or they commit really hard, really fast, really quick.
Then fizzle out.
Yeah, just because, it's hard. A Saturn in Aries it's hard for long-term structure there, you know, to be made. And then Mars, the ruler, is right across the way. So they can kind of talk to each other. Okay, so Mars rules Aries. And Saturn would prefer to be in Virgo. So I like that for this chart then. Sometimes Saturn with no conversation with Mars can be problematic for some, right? Like getting them into impulsive decisions. Yeah. But that Mars in Virgo slows that shit down, goes, let's really think about that. What are the ramifications if we do this? So that makes me feel better too for this chart.
Yeah. She's a very She makes conscious decisions well.
Yeah.
I would say.
There's a direct opposition. I mean,
yeah,
well,
she
or maybe not
just
direct.
she's
And,
a But yeah, I think that especially mental health wise, she definitely goes through it. And
you know, it's a wide opposition for that depression. So that's kind of nice. That means it wouldn't be as acute.
No, I assume that it's kind of the way that a lot of depression goes through, at least in my experience, of it'll wax and wane.
Yeah.
For me and for others I know with similar things, it's definitely a thing of like, you could go months with just like feeling like nothing matters.
Right.
And your bed's really comfy. Why would you leave it?
And
then you can go into like a week or so of like, oh my God. Yeah. And right back into that. Oh my God. Why would I
slow slug? Yeah. It's interesting because she has North Node, which is the karma, what you're supposed to do, and then life purpose. So this is angry older people, right? Saturn, Aries, angry, Marsy, war-y people, opposite her karma, which is gay and taboo and
so real.
Beautiful beauty.
Oh yeah, so real. It's so real. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry that you had to deal with that, but also yay for you. If you go girl, I love you. Your aesthetic's beautiful. All right. That is our episode. We did Dylan Mulvaney. That was delightful. Thank you for joining me on this episode, Team Aquarius person.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.